Okay, I'm back, and we're gonna start the next act. I just ended my stream real quick, so it splits the VOD, so that just the Act 1 is its entire things for whoever wants to just watch Act 1 and not the entirety of the stream. Simply because it's its own contained thing. That being said, this will be Act 2. But yeah. So, I'm just gonna make sure I have to refresh the chat on my phone. Give me a second. It's being silly. I read chat on the phone, and I was reading chat while I was playing, but obviously, when you're talking, and when you're like talking the entire time, voice acting, reading, kind of hard to divert the attention. Only I take small breaks to breathe, obviously. I hope the audio wasn't too bad. I know the voice acting was quality in quotation marks, obviously. So, I'm gonna start Act 2 now. And it's already started. We're just gonna quickly just fade out this music and switch over to the game. Over to the game. Give me a second. I just want to title something real quick before we continue. Go fix the I just want to title this I'm just fixing my VOD real quick. Okay, so let's switch over to the game now. So, where we last left off, this is literally just the beginning. A cell phone was ringing, and, okay, so our cell phone was ringing, and we'll start. Oh no. Another female voice. Oh god. I really feel like I shouldn't do anything for these voices. But I just do a little soft spoken like this, like something just a bit soft spoken. Hello? This is Maya. Hey Maya, it's me. Mia, what's up? You haven't called in a while. Sorry, I've been so busy. How have you been? Well, lonely, and it's all your fault. And now I just mixed up the voices. I just... Sorry, I don't know why I'm making myself giggle. I just lost the voice. Nah, I'm just teasing. I've been great. I'm finally getting used to having my own place. That's good to hear. Actually, I'm calling because I have a favor to ask. I know. You want me to hold evidence for you. Sharp as always. There's a lot of buzz about the upcoming trial. I just don't feel safe keeping the evidence here. I gotcha. So, what is this time? What is it this time? It's a clock. A clock? Yeah, it's made to look like the statue, the Thinker, and it tells you the time. I thought you might like it. You always liked toys. Hey! I'm not a little girl anymore, sis. I can't fucking do it. I can't fucking do it. Oh, God. Now. You know I'm only teasing. Ah, I should probably tell you the clock isn't talking right now. Huh? It's not working? That's lame. I had to take the clockwork out. Sorry. I put some papers inside instead. Papers? Is that the evidence then? Well, there's a possibility that it might turn out that way, yes. Can you come by the office tonight, say 9, to pick it up? I'll be in the pre-trial meeting until then. Okay, sis, but I expect dinner. Something good. Like burgers. I could really go for a good burger. Okay. Well, hit the usual joint. Alright, it's a deal. Okay, sis. See you soon. Yep, I'll be waiting, Maya. Conversation recorded, September 5th, 9:27 a.m. September 5th, 8:57 p.m. Fane Co. Law Offices. Now, Miss Faye, I'll take what's mine. The papers. I'm sorry, but I can't give you one. I can't even act this. I can't. This is something serious that's happening, obviously. That's like, I'm sorry, but I can't give you what I don't have. Miss Faye, you are a poor liar. I see it right over there. That must be the thinker that swallowed those papers. How could you know? Oh, you're not coniferous? Am I saying that right? Coniferous? Of my background. Gathering information is my business, you see. I should have been more careful. My dear Miss Faye, I'm so very sorry, but I'm afraid I must ask you for one more thing. Your eternal silence. Farewell, Miss Faye. Red, white, blue. I'm sorry. I'm still giggling at the fact I did like I struggle so much with the female voices, and I struggle to even keep the same voices. It's awful. Oh, I'm late. Huh? That's strange. Guess the chief left me without me. She said her sister was coming over, so we should all go out for dinner. What's that smell? Blood? Mia? Maybe she's in her office. That smell. Blood. Sis? Someone's there. Chief? Chief? I'm not going to scream that. Chief! Who are you? That strange girl dropped out cold. I left her lying on the office sofa. I went back to the chief where she laid under the window. Whoopsies. Slurring my words. Her body was still warm. I could feel it when I held her shoulder. And all too quickly it began to fade, till finally she was cold. Chief. It's encrusted with dried blood. How ironic that this became the murder weapon again. No clues here. Oh, that's a nice change. So, it's a nice change that they added like a checkmark system here for what you examine. In the old DS games, they wouldn't do that. No clues here. Well, we know where we must examine, right? This broken lamp, of course.
Some shards of glass are scattered on the floor. They seem to be the remains of a glass light stand. No clues here. There's a large building right across from the office, the Gateway Hotel, a nice luxurious place. No clues here. Oh, it even highlights things. Why am I like... They simplified that. That's kind of good. It's hard seeing her like this, but if there are any clues here... She was struck on the head with a blunt object. She probably died instantly. The thinker, lying next to her, must have been the murder weapon. There's some glass shards near the chief's body. Must be pieces of glass the light stand lying broke in the back of the room. Nothing else that seems like a clue. A piece of paper? It must have fallen from Maya's hand. Mia. Whoops. What could it be? A word is written in blood on this scrap of paper. Maya. Did Mia write this? This piece of paper is a receipt from a department store dated yesterday. Oh my god, one of my siblings had the CSI game, and they were telling me how it was. I think it was just it was one of my siblings, but yeah, it wasn't good. I think that's enough. I think that's enough snooping around for now. I'd better call the police to find out what that girl was doing here. So now, wrong thing. That girl just now. Where'd she go? I put her right there on the sofa. Oh, I hope she didn't run on me. I really don't know what kind of voice to give her. I feel like just giving her a similar voice to what I gave to Mia. Don't scare me like that. Excuse me, but who are you? It's okay, I work here. Maya Fey. And I didn't do a voice. Maya Fey? Maya? So, Mia was writing this girl's name? Maybe I should show her the receipt. I never thought there would be a use for evidence like this outside the courtroom. She seems to be in shock. I don't want to disturb her, but I have to know. Excuse me. Can you tell me what happened? I came in the room. The room was dark. And Sis. So she was already dead. So you're the chief's sister. I'm her younger sister. And you were here visiting this late at night? Yeah. She said she wanted me to keep some evidence for her. Evidence? Yeah. It was that clock. It was Thinker. Oh, bloody hell. Sorry, give me a second here. Just gonna take a little sip of water. I can't do any, like, female-ish voices. So it's just like a slightly higher pitched voice. If I could, I would do a voice similar to, oh god. I can't even remember the name. The wife in Bob's Burgers. I would do a voice like that. But I can't. About the Thinker. The Thinker? That was... Oh, sis... probably shouldn't have asked her about the murder weapon. I guess I should have shown her this instead. Before Mia died, She wrote a message with her own blood. She wrote it on the back of this receipt. That's my name. And again, I forgot to switch voices.
Why? Why would she write my name?
Please, just calm down.
Why would Sis write my name?
Uh-oh, now I've done it. Better hurry up and call the police already. The Fang Co. Ledger Book. Everything is written in the Chief's ultra-neat handwriting. It's a small office, but it makes for a good bit of money. All the Chief's important documents are packed in here. This is where she filed her case records and recent rulings. Surprisingly, the Chief was never good with machines. But all she used this PC for was email. She picked up this ancient model at some garage sale for practically nothing. Sorry, that made me chuckle. The writing in this game is just really nice. One second, I'm responding to something. Just give me one moment. Okay, back to business. Perfectly normal office desk. The chief had a very practical policy about office decor. Spend big on the stuff that clients use, but keep your own stuff simple. That's actually... I actually like that piece of advice. Simple functional design feels pretty good to sit into. So, have you ever played the Ace Attorney? Or, well, I guess Ace Attorney's named the first one, but have you ever played the Phoenix Wright series? Right. I'd better call the police. That's funny. A few of the screws in the receiver are missing. It looks like someone was halfway through taking it apart. Police! Please, come quick! What was that? Someone screaming from outside the window? I thought it was a man screaming. Oh no. It's a very fantastic series of games. Just... I've never really I've always wanted to play them in order. And I always get to the bonus episode on this game. And I can't beat it, and I don't want to look up a guide for it. She's staring right at me. She's holding a phone in her hand. I just searched that. Okay, so... Gotta get used to these controls. Move back to the law office. It's the Popo. The police! Sounds like they're coming this way. Oh, God. Freeze, police! Now that doesn't... All right. I'm Detective Dick Gumshoe. See? Gumshoe? What an odd name. We received a report from the building across the way, see? Got a person saying they saw murder. It must have been that woman I saw. Anyway, I don't want either of you moving 1 inch, okay? Great. Just great. Maya, wait. She wouldn't have... Nah. Whoa! Excuse me! Like... This word, Maya, hear mean anything to you? That's my name. What? I'm sorry, I love this character. I love him. The victim drew this here note in her own blood, see? With her dying breath, she wrote down the killer's name. Killer, I'm not killer. Case closed, you're coming down to the precinct, ma'am. What? Mia's younger sister, Maya, was arrested on the spot. I was taken in for questioning and didn't get out until the next morning. My eyes were heavy, but I couldn't sleep. I sat around, waiting for visiting hours to begin at the detention center. I had to talk to Maya as soon as possible. I'm probably going to switch Detective Gumshoe's voice because, I mean, I have played the game, so I know somewhat of his personality. I mean, that scene right there just shows his personality. And as for your recommendation... sadly, I don't know Edward G. Robinson or what he sounds like. And even if I did, I'd probably do... I'd half-ass the impression. It'd be so bad. September 6th, 9:07 a.m. Detention Center, Visitor's Room. Wow, they have poor Maya locked up like a criminal. Oh, it's you, the lawyer. Good morning. Good morning. She looks so tired. Are you going to be my attorney? Well, that's what I wanted to talk to you about. Sorry, not a chance. First things first, I better get her cheered up. Yeah, of course I will. Cheer up. Really? Whoa. Did I say the wrong thing? She looks sadder now. What's wrong? You don't think I can do it? No, no one could. Who would believe me? Even you, when you found me in the office. You looked at me like I had done it. Did I look at her like that? No! I never thought... It's okay, I understand. And I've also heard about you. Heard? Heard what about me? I was talking to my sister on the phone the other day. Today was my junior partner's first time in court. Wow, really? How'd that go? It was quite the scene. Honestly, I was on the edge the whole time. It's been a while. So he crashed and... Sorry. Oh my god. Oh my god. I love that. Oh, the writing. He's a genius. One of those strike fear into the hearts of evil types. The only thing that he's lacking is experience. Huh? Sounds like it was fun. Well, I know who to go to if I ever get into trouble now. I don't know, Maya. I think you might want to wait. Give him 3 more years. That is, unless you want to be found guilty. Oof. Oof. Major oof there. Ouch. That's what she said. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to insult you. No, it's okay. It's true, I guess. But at the same time, I can't just sit by and watch. When I think of the person who did this to me, I know. Smile for the camera. This guard monitors the visiting room. He hasn't moved an inch. A real pro, this guy. There's something I've been wanting to ask you. Yes? What's with that outfit? Oh, this is what all... I can't pronounce that. Give me a second. I'm gonna go to text-to-speech, and we're gonna... I'm gonna text-to-speech this word real quick, because... I was like, acolytes? It's acolytes? I want to make sure here. It's probably acolytes.
Acolyte.
Yep. Okay. I should have just tried. I just saw, like, the Y and got intimidated for some weird reason. This is what all acolytes wear. It's my uniform, you could say. Acolyte? Like people in religious training? What is it you do? Oh, it's nothing strange, really. I'm a spirit medium in training. A spirit medium? I'm pretty sure that qualifies as strange. Could you tell me about the day of the murder? Yes. Let's see. That morning I got a call from my sister. She wanted me to hold on to a piece of She wanted me to hold on to a piece of evidence for the trial. Evidence? Yeah, that clock shaped like the finger. The one Larry made. How could that have been evidence in a case? Right. She said something about that. I remember. Do you want to hear it in her own voice? Her own voice? Yes. I'm pretty sure our conversation's on my cell phone. You recorded it? Yeah, I forgot how to delete those things. So, you say you have a conversation with your sister on your cell phone. Let's hear it. Right. Oh, I just remembered that detective took my cell phone. Sorry. Oh, right, of course. Next time I see Detective Gumshoe, I'll ask him for it. I'll write you a note so you don't forget, okay? And I read that in the wrong voice, because I didn't take the time to read the name. Sure, thanks. So, you're an acolyte, or medium in training. That's right. The Fae family, especially the women, have always been very sensitive to the spirit world. Wait a second, you say the Fae family? So, Mia was into this stuff too? Of course. She left the mountain to follow her career, she said. Her powers were first class too. I had no idea. Wait. What? So, you're an honest-to-God... So, you're a real honest-to-goodness spirit medium with ESP and all that. Yeah, in training. Well, can't you contact Mia's spirit, then? We could just ask her who killed her. I'm sorry. I'm still in training. I couldn't do something on that level. I thought that would be too easy. Huh? Is something the matter?
I was wondering, could I ask you a favor? This is the address of a famous lawyer. My sister gave me this a long time ago. She said if I was ever in trouble, I should call him. And, well, I'm in trouble. Do you think you could go ask him to represent me?
I guess. Sure, why not? I'll go ask.
Thank you so much. I have no one else to turn to.
Say, what about your parents? I see. Don't worry. Leave it to me.
Thank you. The trial's tomorrow at 10.
What? Tomorrow?
Tomorrow.
What if this guy refuses?
They told me that if I don't find one, the state will pick an attorney to defend me.
When will that happen?
They're giving me until 4 this afternoon.
And visiting hours are almost up. I'd better hurry. Right. I'll be back. I'm just gonna present this for fun. Sorry, I've never seen that before. I want to ask you about the murder weapon. Poor sis. Yeah, I think it's gonna give me the same reaction, so. Grossberg's law office. According to the receptionist, the big boss is out. She couldn't say when he'd be back. It must be hard to keep track of everything when you're a famous lawyer. Not to mention run an office like this. I guess I'll just have to come back later. That painting has been bugging me ever since I stepped in here. The oil paint is so thick, it's practically giving me a stuffed nose. I'm sure the price is nothing to sneeze at either, for that matter. Expensive-looking mahogany bookshelves, filled with expensive-looking books. Funny. They don't look like they've ever been read. A solid mahogany desk. The wood's been polished to a deep luster. A table for clients. An elegant ebony case, and if I'm not mistaken, that lighter's made of solid gold. Even I can tell someone here has money. Has got money to burn. I can't believe I messed that up. Anything else I can observe? An expensive potted plant. No idea what kind of plant it is, but it's probably the most expensive one available. So this is what I mean. The game has such clever, clever writing, but it has really good writing that balances between like lighthearted and serious. It's nice. I still need to think for a voice for Detective Gumshoe. I'm probably going to switch it up some point. The office is filled with police officers. They're all busy searching for clues. Hey, you there! This is a crime scene, pal. No trespassing. Sorry. Don't I know you from somewhere? Wait, you're that Butts guy, aren't you? No! Phoenix Wright! How could anyone mistake me for Larry? Guess I got the wrong name, Mr. Wright. Sorry about that. That Butts guy, he was a killer. And you're no killer, right? He was proven innocent. Right. And you were... Detective Gumshoe, Detective Gumtree, Detective... Let's not piss him off. He seems hot-headed. Gumshoe, wasn't it? Dick Gumshoe. Right, at your service. Hang on, that's Detective Gumshoe to you, pal. Anyways, get the name right. And don't go call me Dick. Hey, Dick, get over here. Yes, sir. Be right there. You're her lawyer, right, pal? If you got business here, you better do it quick. This is gonna tear my throat. I'm just gonna tear my throat if I got... I'm gonna change the voice. It's gonna tear my throat if I gotta read stuff. like a lot of his dialogue. He thinks I'm Maya's lawyer. About Miss Faye, I almost said, do you do an autopsy? About Miss Faye, did you do an autopsy? You want to know the results, eh? Now don't you look at me like that, pal. It's no use. She might have been your boss, but that doesn't mean you're getting any special treatment. Alright, alright. You can see the report, but that's all. Blunt force trauma. Death 9 p.m. Okay. About Maya. Yeah, I'm looking forward to the trial. Sorry, pal, but this is one trial you aren't going to win. I'm thinking more giving him more of a voice like this, you know. I think I should give him kind of a voice like this instead, you know. I'm just thinking about something like, it's kind of Boston inspired. It's nothing special, just, you know, like, hey, what you doing, huh? Why do you ask that? Why did you say that? The city's been putting Prosecutor Edgeworth on the prosecution. Edgeworth? I'm sure you know what that means. You being a lawyer and all. This next one I'll try with that voice I was talking about. So, let me just do it. 1 second. Just responding to something real quick. Just got chicken. Okay. So, you know, I was thinking make him talk like this, you know. Like a... What do you think? Some kind of tough guy? I don't know. I'm just gonna keep rocking what I'm doing and switch it when I feel necessary. Prosecutor Edgeworth. That's right, pal. Mr. Miles Edgeworth himself. Wait. You do know him, don't you? I know him. He's a feared prosecutor. He doesn't feel pain. He doesn't feel remorse. He won't stop until he gets his guilty verdict. Don't talk about him that way. You make him barely sound human. Still, I'm a... Give me a second. I need some water. Still, I'm afraid this pretty much decides the case. So, Edgeworth is on this one. He hasn't lost a case since he became prosecutor at the incredibly young age of 20. Of course, there are rumors of back alley deals and forged evidence. All I know for sure is that Edgeworth hates crime with an almost abnormal passion. I never imagined I'd be facing him so soon. There was a piece of paper next to the victim, wasn't there? Yeah. The one with the killer's name written on it. Are you sure that Mia wrote it herself? Given the condition of the writing, it's hard to say if it's her handwriting or not. So, there's no proof that Mia wrote it. I was wondering, do you know anything about this? That statue? That's the murder weapon. Huh? He thinks the clock is just a statue too? Starting to wish I'd never seen this thing.
Hey! What is it? Did you meet the lawyer?
Sorry. I haven't seen him yet. I see. I better go see if I can find this elite lawyer she's talking about. Mia's desk, perfectly clean as always. The only thing is missing is Mia. Mia's favorite potted plant. Is it Mia? I always get confused here. I remember it had this bizarre name no one could ever remember. Is that the detective? Quarterline strict about. Who was that? Oh no, that was just... I get it. Oh god, I'm so dumb. I just got that. The sky is blue and so am I. There's that hotel right across the way. There's a horrendous amount of legal books here. Scarier still is that Mia probably read all of these. An old movie poster. Apparently this was the first movie that made Mia cry when she saw it. I'll have to check it out one of these days. Thanks for this. Don't mention it, pal. When it comes to dealing with lawyers, fight fair and square is our motto. I don't know how I feel. Seeing everything written up like this makes Mia's death seem so routine. Oh, yeah. I can't believe I forgot about the cell phone. Now you saying that makes me curious if it's based on something, like if the actual art there was based or inspired off something real. I mean, it's pretty not in focus, but I mean... I was wondering, did you see Maya Faye's cell phone? Oh, that? I have that. Do you think you could give it back? Sure, I mean, wait a second, pal. Tricky lawyer. Uh-oh. He's on to me. Tell him not so straight. Oh, jeez. Okay, you decide, Agni. What should I go? Should I tell him straight or tell him not so straight? You pick. You pick. I don't care what happens. You just pick it. Go with your heart's content. You can pick you can pick whatever option you want. It's 2 options. If I tell him why I want it, there's no way he'll give it to me. Why was that an option? Does he still tell it straight? I swear. Something the matter? Oh, no, it's just, you know, detective. Nope, I know nothing, pal. That cell phone has a lot of numbers on it, like her boyfriend's. A cell phone holds all a little girl's sweetest and spiciest secrets. You're trying to confuse me. Sorry, pal, I already checked all the numbers in memory. Impressive, you're quite the detective. Oh, here. You can have the phone back. There weren't any suspicious call records in there, after all. Seems he didn't notice the recorded conversation. My cell phone was received from Detective Gumshoe. Check the call records. Okay. I guess I've asked all the questions I need to. You all done, pal? Yeah, thank you. I'll be heading out now. Oh, wait. One more thing I want to mention to you. I don't suppose you're planning on talking to that witness. Anyways, you'd better not. No influencing the witness with your lawyerly ways, pal. Come to think of it, I'd completely forgotten about her. Witness? Yeah. Miss April May. I'm sorry about this, but I can't tell you anything about her. Well, you just told me her name, Miss May. Huh. So, you've sent her home already, then? You're trying your lawyerly tricks on me now. She's not to go outside her room until the trial. So she's still in the hotel across the way? I guess I should know better than to try to get a detective to leak information. You got that right, pal. Time to pay a visit to Miss May. The names are bloody fantastic. I mean, they're usually full of puns and stuff, but they're great. Sorry, I absolutely love this game. Love it like so much. 1 second. I gotta do another female voice. Oh no. No, no, no. Oh, this is gonna be bad.
Well, hello there, handsome.
Hi, it's Smooth, right? Real smooth.
You're the lawyer, aren't you? The detective told me. He said, don't say nothing to the lawyer, pal. I can't fucking... I'm losing my shit here.
Memo to self. Thank Detective Gumshoe for making my job even harder.
Gee, this is all like something out of a movie. It's all so exciting, I can hardly contain myself. Ooh, let me go freshen up so I can look the part. so I can look the part of the beautiful eyewitness.
I pity the lawyer that had to come across... I pity the lawyer that has to cross-examine her. The late summer sunlight streams through the window. There's the Fay & Co. Law Office building, of course. You can see the inside of the room pretty clearly from here. I think it would be a little difficult to recognize a face from this distance, though. Ah, a still scene painting. Wait. Should that be still life? That's exactly what I was gonna say. Whatever. One of those is hanging on the wall. The flowers are fake, as expected. I know sunflowers and tulips, but that's about the extent of my floral knowledge. So that it's been made. Nothing eye-catching here. A bottle and 2 glasses are on the table. Somebody must be staying with her. Oh, boo, what's this? There's a screwdriver stuck in the drawer. I wonder what's inside. Let's take a look.
Hey! Hey!
I can't do this. I can't. Oh my god. I hate this.
What are you doing? No touching! Oh, bad boy. You really shouldn't pry around in other people's rooms now. You wouldn't want to make me upset, would you?
Upset? I thought she was going to explode for a second there. And I covered my mouth, and that sounded really weird. I'm not going to redeliver that. I wonder what could be inside that drawer. Do you think you could tell me something? I need you to describe what you observed at the time of the incident.
Oh. Oh, observe? Incident? You sound like a lawyer in the movies. I like a man with a big vocabulary.
Better not encourage her. You know, that thing that happened the other night, the other day, the bad thing, what did you see when it happens? I don't suppose you can tell me about it. Pretty please.
Let's see, well, dream on. If you want to know, you'll just have to come to court tomorrow, Mr. Lawyer.
Oh boy. Could you just... Who exactly are you?
Oh, Mr. Lawyer, are you hitting on me?
No! Hey! I'm just doing my job here.
You know you're cute when you blush.
Believe me, this is the first time in my life I've blushed this much. Right. Can you just tell me what it is you do?
Well, no. You had your little hopes up, didn't you?
Oh boy. I see there are 2 glasses on the table. 1 second. Sorry. I see there are 2 glasses on the table. Is someone staying here with you?
Oh, what amazing power!
Sorry. 1 second.
Oh, what amazing powers of observation! You must be one of those famous detectives like on television.
Oh no, not me. I'm just a lawyer.
Say, Mr. Big Detective, why don't you go look for clues in the garbage, huh? Miss May doesn't like nosy little lawyers.
Oh boy.
Excuse me, but I'm a witness? Police witness? You understand? How could I possibly give you any information in good conscience? Me, the witness. It's just like in the movies.
Okay, yeah, so I'm wasting time there. Seems like Mr. Grossenberg's out. Well, maybe I should just wait here. Oh. If that wasn't the most over-the-top clearing of the throat I've ever heard. Ha ha. You're the one. I can't even think of a voice for him. I'm thinking, like, southern, but he could also be very, like, posh. I mean, so you're the one they say has been looking for me. Yes, that's me. He looks even grander than I imagined. That badge on your collar. So you're a lawyer as... so you're a lawyer, are you now? Yes, well, yes. And what do you want? I'm not particularly busy these days. Please proceed. Not busy? How come no one could get in touch with you? Something's the matter? You came to see the one and only Marvin Grossenberg, did you not? Well, here I am, boy. What do you want? Out with it! Well, sir, actually, it's about Maya. Maya Fey? Yes, Maya Fey. Go on. Why this strange reaction? Cha-cha. I'm really quite busy here, son. I can't go taking cases on a day's notice. No, it's quite impossible. Wait a second. How did you know the trial was tomorrow? Anyway, I'm afraid it's entirely impossible for me to represent her. Sorry, end of discussion. What's going on? He refused me before I even got a chance to ask him? What do I tell Maya? How can you just refuse like that? Please tell me why you won't take the case. Well, you see, it's just I'm busy, you see. But the client is... God, wrong voice. But the client is Maya Fey's sister. Well... Mia trusted you. She knew her sister would be in good hands. Yes, of course, I know that. However, I'm sorry, but I must refuse. Sorry, goodbye. Great. Fine. I don't have time to argue with you anyways. I'll go look elsewhere. I think not. Did you say something? I think not, I said. What do you mean? I'm terribly, terribly sorry. But I'm afraid that no lawyer worth their salt will take on this particular case. Terribly sorry, my boy. Why? I cannot say. I beg your pardon, but could you leave now? Now I've nothing more to discuss with you. What's going on here? How did you know Mia Fey? She worked here a long time ago. Quite the apprentice, that one. Learned my techniques in the blink of an eye. She left one day, quite suddenly. She had a mission, you see. A mission? You could see it in her eyes. She followed it with a burning passion, never looked back. That one. That's quite the painting. Haha! You noticed! It's my pride and joy. Impressive, isn't it? Well, isn't it? The color of the sky, the hue of the sea, the weave of the straw hat. It's worth at least 3 million. I have no intention on parting with it, of course. No, I won't sell it, not even to you. I wasn't interested. It's not for sale. I'm not buying. Jeez. One second. Sorry, I love this game. Hopefully, I'm not peaking the microphone, because I am putting a lot of energy into it, obviously. Hiya. Oh, you're back. Did you find the lawyer? Well, what do I tell her? Oh, see, just be honest. Just be honest. I really don't think you should use that guy. He didn't seem healthy. He was all skin and bones. What really happened? You don't mean... He refused to help? I see. I've been abandoned then. Could you tell me about the day of the murder? Sorry, I know it must be hard. No, it's okay. All I've been doing the last few hours is talking about it. I've been kind of gotten used to it. Let's see. That morning I got a call from my sister. She wanted me to hold to a piece of evidence for an upcoming trial. That's the thinker clock that Larry made. It's practically qualifies as a serial murderer by this point. So then, when did you arrive at the office? It was right around 9 p.m. The lights were off and I could smell blood. Then I found her, my sister. Thanks, Maya. That's all I need to hear for now. What about your family?
I only had my sister. My father died when I was very young, and I don't know where my mother is. The women in my family have been mediums for generations. They say a lot of spiritual power runs in our blood. About 15 years ago, our family was involved in an incident. There was a man and he ruined our mother's life.
Ruined?
After that, she disappeared. Several years after that, my sister announced she would become a lawyer, and she left the mountain.
So, you live by yourself?
Yes, I've gotten used to it. Oh, also, I had to become independent or I would lose my powers.
I feel bad for her. All by herself on that mountain. So, who was this man who ruined your mother?
About 15 years ago, there was an unusual murder case. It made quite a stir. Everyone was talking about it, apparently. The police were running out of leads, and they were getting desperate.
Wait. They didn't use a spirit medium.
Wait. They didn't use a spirit medium, did they? The police convinced my mother to try to contact the victim.
Wow, so what happened?
The case was solved. We thought...
You thought?
The man my mother helped the police capture was innocent. The police consultation with the medium had all been carried out in secret, of course. But a man found out about it and leaked it to the press. He told all the papers my mother was a fraud, and the media jumped on it big time. My mother, became the laughingstock of the nation.
I see. White. Excuse me. White?
That was his name, my sister told me. White. Just a little longer now, before the state-appointed lawyer comes, I guess.
4 p.m. Time's up. What should I do? Do I just leave her and go home? I've made my mind. I'm going to defend you whether you want me to or not.
Why?
Why? Well... someone else is the culprit. You aren't the culprit, someone else is.
How do you know?
I have a hunch. Given the evidence, it would be easy to assume that Maya was the killer. But there's something about this whole thing that just smells fishy. That witness's strange behavior. Was that all an act? And that way that lawyer refused to help out Maya. But more than all that, she has no one left to help her. Nothing is more sad or more lonely than that. I know. I've been there a long time ago. Why did I become a lawyer in the first place? Because someone has to look out for people who have no one on their side. Maya, I won't abandon you. You can't. Let's say you can't count on me. 1 second. You can count on me.
That's so kind of you.
Well, let's fight this one and get you out of here.
Right, thank you.
Phew, she smiled at last. She looks like an entirely different person. One last question. You are innocent, right?
Yes.
I can't do like that voice. I just can't.
And I trust you. So you trust me too, okay?
It's a deal. So what's next? There's something that's been bugging me. Just what was inside that strange woman's drawer? It was when I tried to look into the drawer that she got all defensive. There has to be something in there. Good afternoon, sir. Excuse me? You are? Oh, I beg your pardon, sir. I am the bellboy of this establishment at your service, sir. Oh, right. I've just come up to deliver room service, sir.
Do you know where Miss May might be?
I believe our guest, Miss May, is currently using the, facilities. If you've no need of anything, I'll be taking my leave. Please stay as long as you like. Enjoy.
Yeah. Wait, no! Hey! Why does it seem like every time I come here, I end up embarrassing myself? Wait, now's my chance to snoop around a bit.
I almost forgot.
Ah! You came back so quick!
Might I ask you to inform Miss May that there is a message for her? Please tell her that Mr. Wright of Blue Corp phoned.
Oh, right. Sure. Mr. White of Blue Corp? Where have I heard that name? White? That was his name. My sister told me. Wait, what's the name of the guy who ruined Mia and Maya's mother? Could it be a coincidence? There's a screwdriver sticking out of the half-open drawer. Now's my chance to see what's inside. What do we have here? A wiretap? What would a woman like her be doing with a thing like this? There's definitely something suspicious about this Miss May. Why would she have something like this in her hotel room? There's a story behind all this. I know it. Alright. I'll be using this bit of evidence in tomorrow's trial. That's for sure. For Maya's sake. I'll get to this woman's bottom. Wait, I mean... You know what I mean. Oh. Bellboy. I forgot. Oh, Bellboy. Still there? Uh-oh. Time to scrimp. I look forward to tangoing with you. Tangoing. God damn it. I look forward to tangoing with you tomorrow, Miss May. In court. I forgot the voice I made for her. Pardon me. September 7th, 10 a.m. District Court, courtroom number 1. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Miles Edgeworth. Better not show any signs of weakness today, or he'll be on me in an instant.
Mr. Edgeworth, please give the court your opening statement. Thank you, Your Honor. The defendant, Miss Maya Fey, was at the scene of the crime. The prosecution has evidence she committed this murder. And we have a witness who saw her do it. The prosecution sees no reason to doubt the facts of this case, Your Honor. I see. Thank you, Mr. Edgeworth. Let's begin then. If we may call our first witness, Your Honor. The prosecution calls the chief officer at the scene, Detective Gumshoe.
I need to find a voice. I haven't found a voice for him. Witness, please state your name and profession to the court. I want to give him like a slightly deeper, more annoyed tone.
Sir, my name is Detective Gumshoe, sir. I'm the detective in charge of this homicide.
Pardon me. I knew I'd probably have to change him. It actually physically hurts sometimes.
I'm the detective in charge of homicides down at the precinct, sir.
Detective Gumshoe. Please describe for us the details of this murder.
Very well, sir. Let me use this floor map at the office to explain. The body was found by this window here. And the cause of death? Loss of blood due to being struck by a blunt object, sir. The cause of the The murder weapon was a statue of the Thinker found next to the body, sir. It was heavy enough to be a deadly weapon, even in a girl's hands, sir. The court accepts the statue as evidence. They're still calling it a statue. Now, Detective. Yes, sir. You immediately arrested Miss Maya Fey, who was found at the scene correct. Can you tell me why? Yes, sir. I had hard evidence she did it, sir. Detective Gumshoe, please testify to the court about this hard evidence. As soon as the phone call came in, I rushed to the scene. There were 2 people there already. The defendant, Miss Maya Fey, and the lawyer, Mr. Phoenix Wright. I immediately arrested Miss Maya Fey. Why, we had a witness account describing her. And I just realized I've changed the voice a bit. The witness saw Mrs. Maya Fey at the very moment of the murder. The very moment of the murder. The very moment, you say. Very well. Mr. Wright, you may begin your cross-examination. Yes, Your Honor. Cross-examine what? I couldn't see a single contradiction in that testimony. Whoosh. Smack. Hey, Maya just threw something at me. What's this? Why my sister couldn't find any contradiction in a witness testimony. She would bluff it and press the witness on every detail. The witness always slips up and says something wrong. It worked lots of times. I should have expected Maya would know some of her sister's tricks. Whew. Alright, let's give this a try. Something the matter? No, Your Honor. I'd like to begin my cross-examination. Okay, so what is the button to press? Who did you say you got a call from? Hey, pal, don't play dumb. You know who. The call was from a customer at the Gatewater Hotel. Right across from the scribe seat. Okay, I pressed not sure. Okay, I pressed. Not sure it did much, though. Right, please continue. There were 2 people there already. The defendant, Miss Maya May, and the lawyer, Mr. Phoenix Wright. I immediately arrested. That means specific reason. Why's that? What's your reason? Why we had a witness account describing her. The witness at the very moment of the murder. Okay. Hold on just 1 second. Yeah? If I heard that correctly, you said you arrested her because you had hard evidence. You said you arrested her because you had hard evidence she did it, correct? Did I say that? Me? I heard you say it. You did say it. You did say it. Exactly what about this suspicious woman in pink's claim was hard evidence? What? Miss May isn't suspicious, and she sure isn't pink, pal. Well, I guess she's pink. That's not enough, Detective Gumshoe. Do you have any more solid proof other than her claims, Detective? I guess pressing can have its advantages. Yes. Sorry, I got the order of things mixed up in my testimony, Your Honor. Sir. There was something I should have told you about first, Your Honor. Very well, Detective. Let's hear your testimony again. If I keep having to voice Detective Gumshoe, I'm gonna have to go get more water. After securing the suspect, I examined the scene of the crime with my own eyes. I found a memo written on a piece of paper next to the victim's body. On it, the words Maya was written clearly in blood. Lab test results show that the blood was the victim's. Also, there was blood found on the victim's finger. Before she died, the victim wrote the killer's name. How do you like that? That's my hard evidence. Before we begin cross-examination, I have a question for you, Detective. Why didn't you testify about the vital piece of evidence the first time? I keep mixing his voice up. I know. I'm really embarrassed. I forgot about it. Your Honor, sir. Try to be more careful in the future. Very well, the defense may begin their cross-examination. Just because you found it next to the body doesn't mean the victim wrote it. Oh, and who did write it, smarty pants? Who? Killer. Anyone can see that. Oh, you're saying the killer wrote her own name, buddy? Please. I misread that in the wrong place. She was framed. Hold on. If that's the case, where's your evidence? I guess that was a bit of a tall order for you. Those without evidence shouldn't open their mouths, Mr. Wright. Yeah, pal. Well, Detective, tell us what was written on that memo you found. Well, it's pressed because I'm drawing this like right. I should probably look over the evidence before doing this. Do you have proof it was Maya who wrote that? Mia wrote that. Of course I do, pal. Uh-oh, you sound pretty confident. This might not be good. There's the victim's blood. Let me just look over it. Let's see. It's written in the back of the big promise store receipt. Some blunt force. I hear they take the little bits in the blood in her hermogoblins, bobbin. I refuse to testify on this matter, pal. I'm no expert on blood tests. Pardon me. Yes, that's quite clear. You may continue with your testimony. Thanks, pal. I mean, Your Honor, sir. 1 second. I need to cough. Detective Gumshoe. Yeah? I look forward to your next evaluation. I look forward to your next evaluation, as should you. Oh. That was nice. Right, where was I? So there was blood from the victim's finger. Detective Gumshoe, do you get a lot of cases where the victim actually writes the killer's name? Sure, it happens all the time in books and movies. This isn't a movie, Detective. Ugh. Let's talk about reality, shall we? I guess I haven't heard of many cases, no. Don't you find it a little odd that the victim would write down a name, especially the name of her own sister? Yeah, actually. You got a point there, pal. Stop right there. The witness's opinion on the matter is irrelevant. The facts are clear. The victim wrote down the name of the accused. The victim told us the name of her killer. Oh, I know what the contradiction is. She died instantly, didn't she? She couldn't have wrote it because she died instantly. That didn't go so well. That's right, pal. What he said. That's this whole testimony. Yeah, it's... No, I didn't want to press again. Whoopsie. The autopsy report does state that she died immediately. Death was in... yeah. Detective Gumshoe. There's one thing I want you to clarify for me. Here. You say the victim, Mia Fey, wrote this note. That she was accusing the defendant, Maya Fey. That's really what you're saying. What? This isn't one of those lawyer tricks now, is it? Of course she wrote it. Who else could have? You have it backwards, detective. Backwards? The victim is the only person who absolutely could not have written it. This is a report from the department, detective. Immediate death due to a blow from blunt object. She died immediately. But no buttoning your way out of this one, detective. Order, order. The defense has a point. Someone who died immediately wouldn't have the time to write anything down. Mr. Wright, I beg your pardon, but when exactly did you obtain that autopsy report? What? When? Day of the murder. It was the day after the murder. The prosecution's point being... that autopsy report is outdated, Your Honor. What? A second autopsy report was performed yesterday at my request. Death was almost immediate due to a blow from a blunt object. But there's a possibility the victim lived for several minutes after the blow. I received these results this morning. No way! Your Honor, it's quite easy to imagine that the victim did have to write Maya. Have the time to write Maya. That is all. I see. Damn you, Edgeworth. I should have known you'd have something up your sleeve. Why, Mr. Wright, you look shocked. Something you want to say? I'm a sham. Mr. Edgeworth, I've heard there's nothing you won't do to get your verdict. What reason could you possibly have had to request a second autopsy report? Mr. Wright, the defense will refrain from personal attacks on the prosecution. No matter, Your Honor. Mr. Wright, say what you will, the evidence in this report is undeniable. Your Honor, I submit this report to the court. Understood. The court accepts the evidence. Well, Your Honor, the evidence strongly suggests the victim was identified the killer. I suppose that's obvious conclusion, yes. Darn, this isn't good. The prosecution would like to call its next witness. This poor, innocent girl saw the murder with her own eyes. Oh no, it's time for me to voice Miss May again. Hopefully I can remember what I did. Let the witness, Miss April May, take the stand. Exactly what part of her is innocent? Witness? Your name, please.
April May, at your service.
Order! An introduction should not require any reaction from the crowd. The witness will refrain from wanton winking.
Aw. Yes, Your Honor.
This is not good. She's already captured the heart of every man in this courtroom. Tell us, where were you on the night of September 5th, when the murder occurred?
Well, geez, I was, like, in my hotel room. I checked in right after lunch.
And this hotel room is directly across the Fay & Co. law offices?
Mm-hmm. That's right, big boy.
Please testify to the court about what you saw.
It was like 9 at night. I looked out the window, you know. And then, ooh, I saw a woman with long hair being attacked. The one attacking her was the mousy girl sitting in the defendant's chair. Then the woman, like, dodged to the one side and ran away. But that girl, she caught up to her and she hit her. Then the woman with the long hair, she kind of slumped. The end. That's all I saw. Every little bitsy witsy.
I can't believe I just said that. Well, Your Honor, I see. It's remarkably solid testimony. I don't see a need to trouble the witness with any...
Wait, Your Honor.
Yes, Mr. Wright?
What about my cross-examination?
I thought the witness's testimony just now was quite firm, didn't you?
Mr. Wright, I understand you were Mrs. Maya Fay's understudy.
Were you not?
You must know all her techniques. Her cowardly ways of finding tiny flaws in perfectly good testimonies.
Hey, how dare you! Well, Mr. Wright, will you cross-examine the witness?
I'll gladly proceed with the cross-examination. If only because I have a feeling Edgeworth doesn't want me to. She has to have some weakness.
Very well. You may begin your cross-examination. I'm going to review my evidence real quick. Sorry, I was checking my messages. Okay, so where were we?
May have lived for a few minutes after being...
What was the conversation again? Oh, no, it was the conversation about... Remains of the last light stand. Broken beyond all recognition. Why did you do that?
Huh? Why? Like, why what?
Why did you look out the window? Were you expecting to see something?
Oh, well, gee.
What? That's it? She can't get out this question that easily.
I sort of, you know. I had a feeling.
Well, I have a feeling she's trying to avoid the question. Maybe I should press a little harder on this? Yeah, go for it. Let's see how far I can run with this. Surely you must have had a reason to look out the window at that time of night. Mr. Wright, I will not have you badgering my witnesses. Badgering? You insist on needling her with these trivial questions? I really don't think it should be allowed. Poor girl! Order! Mr. Wright, you have been warned. Poor girl? What about poor me? You looked out the window. What did you see next? The woman with long hair was Mia Fay.
Mm-hmm. Slender? Sort of, well, some people might say pretty, if that's your thing.
Your thing. And the person attacking her? And I read that in the wrong voice. How do you know she was the defendant?
Well, you know, she had a girlish physique. Women know these things. Look, I just know, okay?
There was only one person at the scene of the crime with a short, girlish figure. A testimony is bulletproof, Your Honor. He's right. Question the testimony. Hold on a minute. That testimony stinks.
What?
Miss May, I'm willing to bet that you saw nothing. Yeah. Did you really see the defendant at all?
Yes. What's the meaning? Somebody tell me, because I'm clueless about this. I mean...
Okay. If you had really witnessed my client, Maya Fey, you would have noticed her clothes before noticing her physique. No one wears clothes like this on a daily basis except her. And I'm no expert on fashion, but her hairdo looks far from normal to me. However, the witness's testimony mentions neither of these things. The testimony is bogus.
But...
Still, we don't know if she was dressed that way the night of the murder. She was, Your Honor. I saw her, and so did Detective Gumshoe. What do you say to that, Miss May?
What are you trying to say, you mean lawyer? I saw what I saw. I didn't think all that trifling little details were necessary, darling.
Miss May, the court would like to remind you to please omit nothing in your testimony.
I'm sorry, Your Honor. I'll be a good girl, I promise.
Your testimony again, if you would. Damn, I almost had her. I'll be right back. I'm going to grab a little glass of water before continuing this. And then after I reach the next checkpoint, I think I'll call the stream an end. Okay, I'm back. So now let's get back to this. I'm still losing it. My female voice is awful.
I did see everything. I did. The victim, the woman, dodged the first attack and ran off to the right. Then the girl in the hippie clothes ran after her. And she hit her with that weapon. I saw it. I did. That clock, that kind of statue-y clock. The thinker. I think. Well, does the accuracy of my report not startle you?
I see. I only wish you hadn't been so detailed from the beginning. Please begin the cross-examination.
You hit her with that weapon and that clock. Bam. There it is. Because... Miss May, what you said just now was quite revealing.
Revealing? Ooh, you'd like that, wouldn't you, naughty Mr. Lawyer?
You just said that this statue of the Thinker was a clock. But there's no way of knowing that just by looking at it. Another person in much the same position as you recently called this a clock too. And he was found guilty of murder.
Order, order.
Miss May, can you explain how you know this was... I'm gonna redo that. Miss May, can you explain how you know this was a clock?
Oh,
The witness saw the murder with her own eyes. That's all that's important here. The defense is trying to confuse the issue with trivial concerns.
Yes, yes, of course. You withdraw your question, Mr. Wright.
But questions are all I have, Your Honor. And as you may recall, I've caught murderers with these questions before. Well, only once.
Objections abstain. You may continue the question. You may continue to question the witness.
Phew, that was a close one. If he stopped me there, the trial would have been over.
oh, what? So what happens now?
What happens now is you answer my questions. How did you know it was a clock?
What? That's because I heard it. Yes, I heard it. It said the time.
So you've been to the law offices of Fay & Co.?
No, hey, I didn't say that. Why would I go there? I heard it from my hotel room.
The law offices of Fay & Co., where the murder took place, is very close to the hotel. She could easily have heard the clock.
How?
Well,
Mr. Wright, are you satisfied?
no, because the internals are removed. I'm not satisfied because she couldn't have heard it.
You were at the hotel.
There's no way you could have heard the clock go off in the building next door. You'll have proof that she could not. Amateurs. Listen to me, Mr. Wright. In the courtroom, proof is everything. Without it, you have nothing. You are nothing. Then I would like to propose a test to see if she really could have heard it. The prosecution denies your request. What? On what grounds? This is a trivial matter with no direct bearing on the case at hand. Indeed, objections abstain. Damn, time to switch directions quick.
Ready to proceed, Mr. Wright?
No, Your Honor. I can't give up now. I'm not satisfied because she couldn't have heard it because it had no internals. Whoops, I slept. I didn't look where I clicked. Whoopsie. It is inconceivable that the clock in question rang because it's empty. That clock is missing the clockworks.
How could you possibly?
Just take a look, right now.
Oh,
See anything interesting, Your Honor?
it is as the defense says. This clock is missing its clockwork. It's quite empty. Mr. Wright,
Would you care to explain to court the meaning of this? It is as you can see. The clock was empty. It couldn't have rung. Therefore, this witness is a big, fat liar.
Fat?
Well, Miss May? Tisk. Quite a show you've put on for us, Mr. Wright. He knew the clock was empty somehow. He knew. And I did that in the wrong voice. I'm afraid you've forgotten one thing, however. Indeed, the clock is empty as you say. It can't ring. However, we must ask, when was the clockwork removed? If it was after the witness heard the clock, then there's no contradiction.
That's true. That is a possibility. The clock might have been emptied after she heard it.
And that is exactly what happened, Your Honor.
Well, Mr. Wright, can you prove the clockwork was removed?
Impossible, of course. I have proof. What? Wasn't it you who told me proof is... Wasn't it you who told me proof is everything? Well, I was listening. And now I'll show you the proof you like so much. The evidence that proves when the clockwork was removed is right here. Take a look at this.
Huh? That's a very cute cell phone.
Ooh! You have a girly phone?
Wait. This isn't my phone. Listen. This is the defendant's cell phone, and it contains a recording. A recording of a conversation she had with the victim on the day of the murder.
Order!
The defendant's cell phone? This wasn't brought to my attention. Perhaps Detective Gumshoe overlooked it.
A good detective better remember he's up for evaluation soon.
I gotta say, I'm starting to feel bad for this big fella. Let's hear the conversation. So you just want me to hold on to the thinker for you? If you could. I should probably tell you that the clock isn't talking right now. Huh? It's not working? That's lame. I had to take the clockwork out, sorry. And that was like 10,000 voices at once because I kept forgetting who was talking. September 5th, 9:27 a.m. Your Honor, I think this makes it clear that the clockwork was already gone by the time this was recorded. Which was well before the witness even arrived at her hotel. Well, Miss May? Would you care to explain this to the court? Just how did you know that weapon was a clock?
Well, isn't it obvious? I saw that clock before. What store was that again? I go to so many. Oops, I forgot.
So the witness had seen it before. That would make sense. Does the defense have an objection to this?
Of course. The witness claims that she had seen it before. This directly contradicts a piece of evidence already submitted to the court. Well then, let's see it.
Please provide the evidence that will prove the witness had not seen the clock before.
And I realized I, again, skipped things. It's simple. This clock was never in any store, ever. What? A friend of mine made that clock. Only 2 exist in the world. And the one that isn't here is in police custody.
Impossible! Everything is sold in stores.
Miss May, I think it's high time you went shopping for a better excuse. Oh, excuses not on sale today? Ooh. I'm not gonna scream.
What's it to you, porcupine head? That stupid clock doesn't matter, okay? She did it, and she should die for it. Die!
Whoa! Let's not get ahead of ourselves. This is a court of law. The witness will remain calm.
Oh. Oh. Silly me. Did I, lose it? I guess I did.
Scary. Miss May, let me ask. Tell me, how did you know the weapon was a clock? Oh dear. Mr. Defense has an opinion on this. Does the defense have an opinion on this behavior?
Okay, this is it. Yes, Your Honor. Allow me to explain how I see the truth of the matter. Miss April May, you know the weapon was a clock because you held it. You had it. This is familiar territory. I'll just use the same approach with Larry. Miss May held that very clock in her hands.
Mr. Wright, when was this?
When she used it to strike the victim. When else? But she was in the hotel.
Order, order. Mr. Wright, what is the meaning of this?
April May, you killed Mia Fey, I say. Oh my god. And when you struck, the force of the impact made the thinker ring. That's when you heard it. I forgot about that. Why did I pick that selection? It was the other option, obviously, but I forgot. It didn't make sense because I literally just stated the clockwork. Oh my god. Disc. You truly are a work of art, Mr. Phoenix, Wright? What's that supposed to mean? It was you who just proved that the thinker was empty. Oh, of course it wouldn't ring. What's more, the witness has a rock-solid alibi, Miss May. Perhaps you could explain to the poor misguided Mr. Wright that you were in the hotel at the time of the murder. She can't prove it. She did it.
It would be my pleasure.
No way.
Yes way, Mr. Lawyer. Didn't see the murder take place at 9 at night?
Or didn't I?
Gee, that's the exact time I ordered some room service from the hotel bellboy.
Incidentally, the bellboy corroborated the witness's story. Ergo, she was not at the crime scene. Rock solid.
Mr. Wright, you have just made a serious accusation against a perfectly innocent woman.
Sorry, Your Honor. That didn't go so well. But if that's the case, then how did she know the thinker was a clock? Wait. Your Honor, I figured it out. There is one other way Miss April May could have known it was a clock. Heard about it. One way alone, and I have proof. Well, proof, you say? Then the court will examine your proof, Mr. Wright.
Well, the court will examine your proof, Mr. Wright. How did the witness know the thinker was a clock?
Have a look at this. I found this in Miss May's room.
Mr. Wright, please explain to the court what this is.
Miss April May, you were tapping in the victim's Miss Mia Fey's phone, were you not?
Ooh. Your Honor, this is irrelevant. I'm not entirely sure that this is. Objection overruled. It troubles me that our witness was in possession of a wiretap.
This is outrageous. Does the defense truly claim that the witness was tapping her phone?
Absolutely.
Even if that was the case, which it's not, you still have to prove one thing. Did the victim ever say that the weapon was a clock on the phone?
Can you prove that?
I think not. Oh yeah? I think I can. It's simple. What? Here's my proof. The proof that the victim said on the phone that the weapon was a clock. It's obviously this. I present the defendant's cell phone.
Yes, we've seen that.
Listen once more to the conversation between the defendant and the victim.
Mia, what's up? You haven't called in a while. Well, actually, there's something I wanted you to hold on to for me. Again? What's this time? It's a clock. It's made to look like that statue, the Thinker, and it tells you the time. Miss April May, you used a wiretap to listen to this conversation. That's how you knew the Thinker was a clock. Am I wrong?
I...
Your Honor, this is ridiculous. Your Honor, look at the witness's face. Does she seem amused to you? The defense demands an answer. Witness, answer the question. Did you tap her phone? Miss May. Shh. Shut up. Oh my god, that's not the voice I gave her. Shut up, all of you. I can't go back, so. You lawyer. It's not fair, all of you ganging up on me like that. Oh, I'm the bad girl. Is that it? Is that it? There you go. You got a cry noise. That did it. The court seems to really... The court seems to... I'm rereading that. My brain just stopped working. That did it. The court's seen the real Miss April May now. Now to deal with the final blow. You did it, didn't you? Why the wiretap? Miss May, why did you tap her phone? Answer the question.
Do I have to? Isn't this a murder trial? Isn't tippity-tappity irrelevant?
She's saying exactly what Edgeworth wants her to say. Miss May, you were tapping the victim's phone. I hardly call that irrelevant. Well, this court does not condone the defense's tone of voice. He has a point. Well, Miss May, do you have an explanation for the court?
At the time of the murder, I was in my hotel room getting the room service. How could I have killed her? If you don't believe me, just ask the bellboy.
Well, does the defense have anything to say to that? Come to think of it, call the bellboy as a witness. The defense would like to call the hotel bellboy as a witness. There's something suspicious here, and I'm going to get to the bottom of it.
I think you're shrunken quite low enough already.
I object to you calling the bellboy. And I did the wrong voice, of course. Why? What's your reason? Because I hold that to the wiretapping had nothing to do with the killing. However, if you agree to one condition, I'll consent to calling this witness. Condition? If Miss April May's alibi is not called into question after your examination, the bellboy, then you will recognize that Miss April May was not the killer. Thus, she is innocent. And therefore, or thereby, you must also accept the verdict of guilty from Miss Maya Fey. That is my condition. What? I better find something suspicious in that bellboy's testimony. Otherwise, Maya will be declared guilty on the spot. What should I do? Alright, I've got nothing to lose except for, well, everything. Understood. Accept your condition. Fool. You fell right into my trap. Oh. Very well. The court calls the hotel bellboy to the stand. And I don't remember the bellboy's voice I gave him, so... I believe we're ready for the witnesses to testify. He certainly does look like a bellboy. Yes, sir. I received your summons in the middle of work, sir. I'm happy to be of service. That tea set looks rather heavy, so without further ado, the witness may begin his testimony. Very good, sir. I'm the head bellboy at the fine Gateway Hotel, in the business for 4 generations. I believe I received a call after 8. in the evening from our guest, Miss May. She asked for an iced coffee to be brought to her at 9 on the dot, sir. I brought it to her at precisely the requested time of course, and I delivered the iced coffee to our guest, Miss May herself.
I see. Her defense may begin its cross-examination.
Right. I'm ready. I hope. This is it. If I can't prove Miss May was involved with the murder now, Maya will be finished. Generations, I believe I received a call after 8 in the evening. She asked me, okay, I'm gonna press that just because. 9 on the dot, you say? Yes, I confirmed that detail several times. She was watching a program on the television and wished to drink after she finished it. 9, the time of the murder. Precisely at the requested time, of course. Precisely? 9 then? Precisely, exactly, and most definitely, sir, at 9 p.m. How can you be so sure? Miss May was quite insistent that it be brought then. Oh, bellboy. I'd like... No, he's imitating her. So I gotta... Oh, bellboy. I'd like an iced coffee at exactly 9 o'clock. Something like that, sir. Therefore, I knocked on the door at the crack of 9, sir. Why would she be so particular about the time? I delivered the iced coffee to our guest, Miss May. Are you sure? Are you sure it was Miss May herself? Absolutely, sir. Absolutely? Yes, sir, as in, so very absolutely. Sir, it's an endearing mannerism of mine. How come you're so very certain? Well, when I brought the room service, sir, she then, the guests favored me, well, with a embrasser, sir. Oh, he's supposed to be French? Embrasser? Is that French for embrace? It's French for kiss, sir, but not a French kiss, sir. More of a peck on the cheek. Why would she have done that? I believe perhaps she was momentarily swayed by my prime demeanor, sir. It was a moment I shall never ever forget. Sounds pretty fishy to me. I think our Miss May was up to something and wanted the bellboy to remember her. It's no good. There's nothing there. Is that it? Tisk. Finally, you understand. This bellboy has absolutely no reason to lie. Now, if you have any decency, you will end this rather tedious cross-examination here.
It was a bit tedious. A witness may leave the stand.
I can't let this happen, can I? Wait! Please wait!
Yes? Does the defense have something to say?
Dad? One last question. Let me ask one last question. Your Honor, I must object. This charade of justice has gone on long enough.
Now, Mr. Edgeworth. All right, Mr. Wright. I give you one more question, that's all.
Okay, this is really it. Now, this is my last chance. What do I have to ask him about? Oh. I feel the stress here. Again, sir. At exactly 9, I delivered room service to Miss May in room 303. The guest had requested iced coffee. $18 was the charge, as I recall. I see. $18. That seemed a bit expensive. Yes, well, iced coffee for two, you know. And we don't skimp on the ice, sir. What did he say? What did you say? Well, rather, quite... Bellboy, tell us the truth now. Was someone else staying in Miss May's room? I object. That was objectionable. Objection overruled. The witness will answer the question. Yes, I see. Why did you not mention this in your testimony? Well, sir, you didn't ask. Nice try. That's the sort of thing you're normally supposed to mention? Yes, quite. Indeed, it was the good barrister there, Mr. Edgeworth, who... He asked me not to mention it if it wasn't specifically asked, sir. Oof. You fool! I've done it. I've won. Miss April May checked into a twin room with a man. Correct? Yes, sir. Then when you brought them room service, you didn't see that man in the room. That's right, sir. Your Honor, we have just learned of another person involved who may have been the murderer. In light of this new fact, I hold that it's impossible to judge the defendant. Wouldn't you agree, Mr. Edgeworth? And who, Mr. Wright? Who is this other person? Simple. It was... the man who checked in with April May. Your Honor, as has been previously revealed, Miss April May was tapping the victim's phone. Yet Miss May herself has an alibi at the time of the murder. However, that does not clear the man that was with her. The bellboy saw no one else in the room at the time of the murder. My, what convenient little setup, but it's too late. Too late? I suppose you'd like it if it was too late, wouldn't you? Sorry. After all, it was you who hid the presence of the other man from this court. Oof. Upstart. Amateur. These accusations are ludicrous. Enough. The court acknowledges the defense's argument. I expect the prosecution and the defense to look into this matter fully. Am I understood? Yes. Yes, Your Honor. That is all today for the trial of Maya Fey. Court is adjourned. Mr. Wright, you're amazing in there. Really? I think I might be your newest fan. Oh, I was just doing my job, you know. Then again, that other attorney was pretty cool too. Huh? That face of his, with his eyes wide and trembling lips. It sent shivers up my spine.
If you say so.
So, what happens with me? Do I get to go home now? Well... No, I don't think so. Not yet. Oh... I see. But I got a great lead in today's trial. A lead? That man with Miss May? He's the key. Oh, I get it. What happened to Miss May after that, anyways? I heard they arrested her, and I guess she's learned her charm. I heard they arrested her. I guess she's learning her charms won't work everywhere. She's probably at the detention center now. I may have to go down there later. Anyways, this case is far from closed. Yes, sir. Sorry, just give me a second. Okay, let's see. Back to... I'm going to find out more about this man. Do you think he was the one who... Maybe so. Sis, don't worry. I'll find him by tomorrow. I promise. I'm counting on you. I asked for a full record of April May's testimony. I thought it might come in handy during the trial tomorrow. But now that I have it, I'm not so sure. Most of her testimonies was all lies.
In fact, there's only one part that hasn't been stricken from the record. The victim dodged an attack and ran to the right, but she was caught and struck. I don't know how much good this will do to me at all, but... Anyways, time to hit the pavement and do some investigating. Maya doesn't belong in that detention center, and it's up to me to set her free. Give me a second. I think that was a long enough stream. I might end it. Quickly switch over to the screen real quick. I need to check something. Oh, pardon me. I'm just gonna put a bit of music for a second.